Liam Kearns has finally been replaced as a Tipperary boss. David Power has come in his place. David's been involved in Tipperary football for many years. He won minor All-Ireland with Tip in 2011. Who could forget that day against Dublin? He also had a couple of Munster titles back-to-back in 2011 and 2012, and that was the first time since 1934-35 that Tip had done that at that grade. He went on to manage Wexford for a couple of seasons and was just 31 years of age when he took over at the end of 2014. And it was discussed by the Tip County Board on Tuesday night, and it'll be rubber stamped next Tuesday, his appointment. So it's a 2-year term, and he's going to be joined by Charlie McGeever. I think a lot of people remember him. He managed the Tipperary to an All-Ireland final minor in 2015, didn't win that, and also he managed Clonmel Commercials to a Munster title in the same year, so obviously a lot of experience coming from him. Michael McGeehan, he's back as head coach after being involved with Peter Creedon during his term 2012 to 2015. He's also the Director of Sports Coaching Ireland based at the University of Limerick. So Paddy Christie, who Dublin fans will certainly know, former Dublin player, he's part of the management team in a coaching capacity also. He's been working with the Burren in Down. They're the current county champions, and they drew Kilcoo, who had won the previous number of titles, and they drew on Monday night actually, so he's part of that setup. The reason Christie is involved is, well, I suppose part of the lure is that his mother, Kathleen, is from Laura. Former Clare goalkeeper Joe Hayes, he's going to be involved as a goalkeeping coach. And but just looking at Tip the last couple of years in football, a lot of quality players have come through. Some players have moved away from different directions for different reasons, like Peter Atchison, of course, went over to Dubai. Colin Reardon down to Australia for the AFL. Even Stephen O'Brien went over to the Hurlers for a brief while before going back. Seamus Kennedy is another player that I'm sure the footballers would love to have. Possibly even the likes of Noel McGrath, but those players aren't there. But like, they lost to Limerick in Munster in 2019, and that was a shocking result. And then losing to Down are an improving force. That was probably disappointing, but not as much of a shock. Definitely losing to Limerick is unacceptable for Tipperary. Only 2 wins in the championship since getting to the All-Ireland semi-final in 2016. Those were wins over Cavan in 2017 and Waterford in 2018. So at those respective times, they weren't exactly wins over heavyweight teams. They only won a single game in Division 2 of the league last year. And this is a year after when they were very close to going up to Division 1 with Liam Kearns. So I think David Power is going to have a good chance to gain confidence in Division 3. Now, it's not an easy league. You're going to have the likes of Down and Derry and Cork in there. But there are definitely opportunities for wins. The likes of Offaly and Longford are also in there. But it's a good chance for Power to gain confidence ahead of the championship. There's lots of talent there. Lots of the 2016 panel are still involved, so he should be in a good position to improve the team.